Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Our most respectful parents and dearest and lovable students of Advanced Montessori, Assalamu alaikum. How are you all? Alhamdulillah, I'm fine and hope that you are fine too. And all of you must be getting ready and must be eager to come back to school very soon, inshallah. I am your teacher, Rabia Ayub, from Multan Public School and College, and today I am here to teach you general knowledge for class Advanced Montessori. A very colorful welcome to all our online learners. Okay, dear and lovable students of Advanced Montessori, what are we learning in general knowledge today? Let's find out. Today we will be learning the subject science in general knowledge. And which topic are we going to learn in science today? Life cycle of a tree. You know, a tree has a life cycle. And what do you think the life cycle of a tree looks like? Let's have a look. Okay, dear students, here we are on our reading page and the heading says life cycle of a tree. We are going to be learning life cycle of a tree in 6 simple steps. Okay, dear students, let's see. Step 1. Step 1, you know, life cycle of a tree begins with a seed. We sow the seed in the soil and then the seed starts to grow. That is step 1. So step 1 starts with seed. And then when the seed starts to grow, what happens? Leaves come out of the seed. That is step 2. Then we move on forward to step 3. And what is happening in step 3? A cluster of leaves come out of the seed and it is called a seedling. It's not a seed anymore. We call it a seedling. A cluster of leaves grow out of the seed and it is called seedling. So step number 3 is the seed turns into a seedling. And then what happens when the seed turns into a seedling? Let's move forward and find out. Here we are on step number 4. And what do we see on step number 4? A plant. It is a baby plant. And finally, a baby plant has come out of the seed. And we call it baby plant. And that is step 4 of the life cycle of a tree. Okay, let's move forward to step 5. And what do we see in step 5? A growing tree. The tree is growing. It is still growing. It's not completed its growth. The tree is still growing. And that is step 5 of life cycle of a tree. What is step 5 of life cycle of a tree? Growing tree. The tree is growing and still growing. And then what happens when the tree keeps on growing and growing? Let's move forward and see. Now here we are on step number 6. And what do we see on step number 6? It's a big grown up tree and we call it a mature tree. And what does this tree have? It has fruits. It contains fruits. And what is inside the fruit? Seed. Again, the fruits have seed. So, life cycle of a tree is now complete. We have a mature tree with fruits that contain seed. So, dear students, we started with seed and then we followed these steps and then we came back to a mature tree with fruits that contain seeds. So with that we complete the life cycle of a tree. Now let's have a closer look at the 6 steps of life cycle of a tree. Okay, here we are on step number 1. What was step number 1? We have only a seed. And here is the seed. Okay, now going to step number 2. What happens in step number 2? Leaves grow out of the seed. Some leaves start growing out of the seed. And what is happening in step 3? A cluster of leaves grow out of the seed and the seed is called seedling. Okay, here we are on step number 4. What is happening in step number 4? Finally, we have a baby plant that has grown out of the seed and the seed has disappeared. Can you see the seed now? No more seed. The seed has grown into a baby plant and that is step 4 of life cycle of a tree. Okay, here we are on step 5 and that is we see a growing tree. That is the tree starts growing and growing and growing. So when the tree starts to grow and grow and grow, finally what happens? Finally, we have a full grown tree and that is called a mature tree, and this tree contains fruits and these fruits have seeds inside. So finally we come back to the seed and that is step 6 of life cycle of a tree. And here we complete the life cycle of a tree. Okay, dear students, I hope you enjoyed today's lesson a lot. Now I have activity worksheet and homework for you and it is very, very interesting. Let's have a look. Here we are. It's very, very easy and very, very simple and very interesting. We studied 6 steps of life cycle of a tree. Now on this worksheet, you have to enter the correct number. You have to enter the correct number on these, inside these boxes, the correct step of life cycle of a tree inside these boxes. So what was step 1? We have a seed, that is step 1. And what was step 2? Some leaves grow out of the seed. And step 3, a cluster of leaves come out of the seed and it is called seedling. That is step 3. So we are going to write number 3 over here. And then what happens? Number 4. Finally, we have a baby plant that has grown out of the seed and the seed has disappeared. So we're going to write number 4 in the box over here. And then we had a growing tree. That was the step 5 of life cycle of a tree. So we're going to write number 5 in the box over here. And then finally, number 6. And we're going to write number 6 in the box over here. Finally, we have a mature tree with fruits that contain seeds. Okay, dear students, I hope you have very well understood the lesson and enjoyed it a lot. Respected parents, discussion time for this video lesson is 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Thank you very much. Okay, dear learners, time for me to fly off. Allah Hafiz. Take care, stay home, stay safe. Until we meet in school very soon, inshallah.